This Ashtavakra was born to Sujata and Kahoda. Sujata was the mother and Kahoda was the father. Now this Kahoda is very brilliant student, also a great debater. In those days, everything was about debate. If you want to prove your supremacy over any other philosophy or person, you must engage in a debate and win over the debate, and that is how you establish yourself as superior to the others. And then whatever philosophy you are promoting, the same thing will become the standard. Here this Kahoda is also known for his debating skills. So Sujata and Kahoda, they marry, and she is now has conceived Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra is in her womb. Now that time, and he hears that Janaka, the great king, has organized a great debate in which one great debater, a rishi by name Vandin, is there, and he is challenging all the rishis around to defeat him in debate on our philosophies. And whoever gets defeated by him, there is a punishment, there is a rule. And the rule is, the one who has lost the debate must go and drown himself in the ocean. I mean, that is the end of his life, so that there is no more debate in the future. Put an end to such an opponent. That was his strategy. And so many rishis in the process got drowned in the ocean because they could never defeat Vandin. Vandin was so strong in his debating skills and he was very knowledgeable. Now Kahoda thinks that if I can defeat Vandin, I can become Janaka's preceptor. So while he was practicing, this boy in the womb of his mother Sujata was listening to everything and learning everything. So this boy in the womb was listening to all things, whatever his grandfather Uddalaka would chant, or Shvetaketu would chant, or Kahoda would chant. He had absorbed all the wisdom. So when Kahoda was practicing one evening, he heard the recitation and said, "Father, you're making a lot of mistakes in whatever you're chanting." And Kahoda got very upset. He said, "He's not even born and already he's criticizing me. Look at this fellow." So in his anger, in a fit of anger, he curses that baby in the womb that your thinking is crooked. You are criticizing your own father. So you be born with a crooked body, with 8 bends in your body. Anyways, things go on. Then he goes to Janaka's court to debate with Vandin, but he loses the debate, unfortunately. And now what is the fate of this person, Kahoda Rishi? He has to go and drown himself in the ocean, which he does. The mother is crestfallen. The baby is just born. The grandfather does not know what to do. So they say, let us not tell the baby that his father is no more. Let us keep quiet about it. So this baby, when it starts growing, who is now Ashtavakra, he is playing in his grandfather's lap, but he does not know that this is the grandfather Uddalaka and not his father. So when grandfather is showing so much of love to the new grandson, this other son, which is Shvetaketu, he is also a little older than this boy, that's it. Gets very jealous and pulls this baby out of the grandfather's lap and says, "He is not your father, he is my father." And then Ashtavakra realizes that, oh, this is not my father. Then he goes to his mother and says, "Who is my father? What happened to him?" And the mother then narrates the story of how his father lost the debate to Vandin, and that is how he has been killed in a way. He is drowned now. So then Ashtavakra thinks, I must grow up and debate with this Vandin and defeat him to take revenge on him. Both of them go to Janaka's Yajnavartika, and the guards stop them because they have no right to enter. So our Ashtavakra starts arguing, "You must let us in." He says, "No, you are not supposed to come in. You are very young. This is only for the grown-ups." He says, "There is nothing called young and old. Wisdom is the way you should decide who is old and who is young, not by the body or the grey hair or the beard. I have the wisdom of the old people, and therefore I am as old as them." The guard says, "Nothing doing, all these arguments are not going to work." Then some noise is happening, so Janaka comes saying, "What's going on at the gate?" And then these people say that, we want to enter the Vatika and we want to debate with Vandin. He says, "Do you even know who Vandin is? You are a boy after all. And what happens when you lose the debate?" He says, "I know all of it. Please let me in." Janaka says, "Nothing doing. You are not qualified. You will not come in." And he goes away. Then he again bothers the guard at the gate. "Please let me in, let me in." He says, "No, nothing doing. We will not let you in." And then Ashtavakra says, "See, this is very wrong. I am a Brahmin and I can curse you and can imagine what can happen to you." So the gatekeeper gets worried. He says, "See, I don't have the right to let you in, but I don't want to be cursed either. So do one thing, you chant the praises of Lord Janaka. Janaka likes it. So once you chant praises of him, he will come again. You then slowly, kind of get your way into the Vatika." So he starts chanting great verses in the favor of Janaka, saying, you are as great as your forefather Yayati, you conduct yajnas even better than them, and you give more charity and gifts and so on and on. So Janaka again comes back and says, what is that you want? He says, please let me in. He says, no, I can't, because this is a great debate and you are very young, you will get killed. Many great ones have come, and looking at Vandin also they returned without even arguing. And you should not be entering this. But he is adamant. He wants to go inside. So he tells Janaka, you check whether I am worthy of debate or not. And Janaka then finally, relents and asks him some questions. A lot of questions are there. A few nice questions are there. Like he asks, what is that which sleeps with eyes open? What is that which does not move even after it is born? What is that which does not have a heart? And what is that which grows in speed within itself? These are the 4 questions, and more questions also I'm sure Janaka asks. Ashtavakra replies to all that. He says, fish do not close their eyes and sleep. An egg is already born, but it does not move. A stone does not have a heart, and a river increases in speed as it moves within itself. Janaka is convinced that this Ashtavakra is extremely knowledgeable. And he says, okay, in that case, I will let you in, but you are at your own risk. There is a good possibility that you will get killed today. I will see to that I defeat Vandin. And with that confidence, he enters the Yajnavatika and shouts in the top of the voice, today I will see to that this Vandin is no more by end of the day. I'll defeat him in debate. 10-year-old. So don't forget that 10-year part. And this Vandin, who is there in the performing his own rituals, gets very upset. At the end of it, Ashtavakra says, I will defeat you by end of the day, and you will be stuck in debate like a chariot without wheels. And then Vandin gets very upset and says, let's debate then. Let me see. I will see to that I crush your ego. So they start the debate. Vandin starts like one only fire blazeth forth in various shapes. One only sun illuminates this whole world. One only hero Indra, the lord of celestials, destroyeth enemies. And one only Yama is the sole lord of the Prithis. So Ashtavakra starts. The 2 friends, Indra and Agni, ever move together. The 2 celestial sages, Narada and Parvata. Twins are the Ashwini Kumaras. 2 is the number of the wheels of a car. And it is as a couple that husband and wife live together as ordained by the deity. Then Vandin says, 3 kinds of born beings are produced by acts. The 3 Vedas together perform the sacrifice, Vajpaya. At 3 different times, the Advaryus commence sacrificial rites. 3 is the number of words, and 3 also are the divine lights. Then Ashtavakra will continue. 4 are the ashramas of the Brahmanas. The 4 orders perform sacrifices. 4 are the cardinal points. 4 is the number of letters. And 4 also, as is ever known, are the legs of a cow. Then Vandin continues. 5 is the number of fires. 5 are the feet of the meter called Punki. 5 are the sacrifices. 5 locks, it is said in the Vedas, are on the heads of the Apsaras. And 5 sacred rivers are known in the world. Then Ashtavakra said 6 cows, like that. The Vandin is already explaining. Vandin said 13th lunar day is considered the most auspicious. 13 islands exist on earth. And then proceeded thus far, Vandin stopped because he could not think of more items for 13. And Ashtavakra starts saying 13 sacrifices are presided over by Kesi, and 13 are devoured by Atichandas, the longer meters of the Veda. The Ashtavakra continued when Vandin got stuck. So with that 13th number, when he explains, with that Ashtavakra wins the debate. And once he wins the debate, what does he do? He demands that now Vandin should go and drown in the ocean because he has to take revenge. Then Vandin, with folded hands, he's humbled now, says, I was not having any intentions to kill anybody, but my father is Varuna, the lord of water. And he was also performing a yajna simultaneously while Janaka was performing, because of which there were no priests available. Everybody had gone to Janaka's yajna, which was going on for 12 years. So for my father's sake, to fulfill his desire, I had to send priests to his yajna. So I would defeat them in the debate and, so to say, kill them in the river or ocean. But from there, they will proceed to the loka where my father lives, the loka of the water, the world of the water. And there they are performing all the yajnas. Nobody is died. They have only transition from this loka to that. Vandin says, my father's yajna is over now. I will bring them, including your father Kahoda, so that you do not have to curse me. And so he brings back all the sages who were, so to say, who had died because of defeat in the debate. And all of them come back, including the father of Ashtavakra. And Ashtavakra's father is very pleased and he blesses Ashtavakra that all his deformities should go away, and he tells him, go and have a bath in a sacred river called Samanga, which will set right all your physical abnormalities. So he goes, does that, and Ashtavakra his health is restored, his body is straightened. This is the end of the story.